Hey everybody, I'm Andy the Kenworth Guy. Thanks for coming by the channel today. It's a cooker. We're in the middle of a crazy heat wave, as most of North America is at the moment. And I decided to wear my Yellowstone themed Wrangler long sleeve shirt that is super hot and sticky today. Wasn't thinking, oh well, that's fine. Today we're gonna be looking at this brand new 2022 tri-axle dump truck. So let's check it out. So here it is. This is a brand new 2022 T880 that we spec'd and ordered. I actually ordered it about a year ago and had it scheduled in January for the build. And it took a few months to get it all rigged up. And then we had to get the box and cab repainted. This whole truck was white with gray box. We did a full blue one from the factory a couple months ago. I did a video on it, and this customer that wanted to buy this other truck wanted to repaint it. So we actually repainted the whole truck, and I actually love this color. It is, I think, called E7. It is a Dodge Ram blue. Wanted it to match. So it's not a paint that I could get from the factory. So the guys at Eastside did a fantastic job painting this. So let's get into the specs and I'll tell you what it's all about. So looking up front here, we have the center toe pin in the stainless steel chrome channel bumper. We have a stainless shroud around the grille with the aluminum metal mesh inset right there. Like I've talked about before, our T880s have bolted on fenders. So these fenders are bolted to the sides of the hood. And then on the front here, it is a 20,000 pound front axle. And then we also put the batteries right here. We have a 75 gallon fuel tank. Sorry, this one here is a 60 gallon fuel tank right there with polished straps and polished tanks. And same thing right here. We have the polished straps and tanks on the larger fuel tank. This one here is the 75 gallon. Now this here is a 20,000 pound liftable axle. So this axle is pretty easy to actuate. So when the truck shuts off, this automatically goes down. When the truck turns on, it goes up until the point where there's air, where there's 6,000 kgs in the box, then it will drop. And so what it looks like here, when we lift it up here, that's what she does right there. So I'll just flip this back again. It's not really what that's meant for, but anyways, that's how it actuates. So that's what we got there. Back here is the 46,000 pound rear axle rating with the oil pump. It has a Hendrickson Primax on a 60-inch axle spread. And these are 11R 22.5 tires with the 4 1/4 tires up on the front. This box is a Kenworth box, a Bebo box made by and is installed by the guys in Mattawa, Ontario. Beautiful city. Kenworth threw this on there. It's fantastic. This box is heated as well. It's a 20-footer. So on the back here, it's plumbed with hydraulic lines and a pintle to the back. And so it can pull a pup, no problem. And it has full 4-way locking differentials. The ratio on this is a 4:3:0 ratio. So she's a stump puller. And there is the factory hydraulic tank. So when we lay out this type of truck, we order a custom frame layout so that I can specifically place these items where I want them located. So, and here we actually have to specify where we want this front axle in comparison to the rear axle so that it meets legal requirements in Ontario where this truck is operating. And then we snuck the def tank right in here. So basically everything is, all the frame space is totally utilized on this truck. Now this contraption here, this is a aftermarket modification done by the guys at Kenworth. It's the flap valve to allow the heat to go through the box or to have it go up the tailpipe. So on this side here, we have the DPF emissions toolbox right in there. And then up above, we did the stainless visor with the air horns on the roof, LED lights up on the roof, and the strobes up top as well. So that's a little bit about the outside of this truck. Let's take a look under the hood. So what we put under the hood on this one here, it's a 510 PACCAR engine, 1850 torque. So this is the biggest engine that we can get in our PACCAR engine. And all your fluid level checks are right easy to access here. You can see your coolant up on the other side as well. PACCAR fuel water separator. And then we have drum brakes on this truck all the way around. This side here, hot side of the engine, we also have the HVAC system right here. Make sure that you give this a little flick once in a while just to get any of the dust out of the underside of the HVAC. And also your air filter is up top, but we ordered this truck with the additional air filters right there. So those are just basically little fans that will drop the dust out of the air before it goes into the main air filter. And you just got to flick that to drop that dust out of it. So you can kind of see in here the little fans that are inside. Here you can see the firewall, how it was white. So that's just because we repainted the cab. We didn't bother to repaint the firewall as you'd be doing it in, like taking the engine out. We're not going to do that. So that's a little much on the work. But we did do some spraying underneath here just to kind of make it look a little bit more factory. So looks fabulous. All right, so I'm just going to turn on the truck here just to get some air conditioning going because it is hot. So what I ordered on this truck, and this was ordered stock, and it basically sold, it actually sold before it even showed up on the yard here. So these triaxle dump trucks do not last for very long. But looking at the truck here, what I did is I did the full gauge package all the way across, filled all the switches here as much as we could, and I'll just kind of go over some of the options here, what we did. So we have the window lift controls, the mirror controls, mirror heat, and your power door locks right in there. Down below here is your ignition. There's your adjustment for the brightness on the dash. There is the interior lights, and then your exterior light test. These are little work lights that are mounted on the back of the cab, and then these here are the beacons as well. I did the leather wrap steering wheel with the smart wheel control, so you have the cruise control and your radio controls right there. As far as switches, these are your spares. There's your trailer brake. There is your engine fan, traction control, ABS or hill assist to shut that off. Another spare that's electric, a spare that's air, your regen switch. There's your air suspension dump, your inner axle, forward axle, and rear axle lock, and then the switch to turn on the PTO. This is to engage your pintle, and then we got a tailgate trip and for the truck and for the trailer. Now those were actually, they used the wiring, and I believe they routed everything onto their own unit here. So this here is what is operating the dump right here. So you got your PTO control right here to raise and lower. You put your PTO switch on. This is your tailgate for the truck. This is your tarp. There's to turn the heated box on right over there. And then over here we have the tarp for the pony, the tailgate for the pony, the dump, the lift axle, and the a diverter valve as well. So the guys at Kenworth know what they're doing. Really nicely done. We ordered the truck with the ultra leather seats in the gray material, and these are the GT702s. So you have lots of lumbar supports, lots of adjustment in the seat. You can get it very, very comfortable. Up above here, it's pre-wired for a CB radio. Some guys like to rewire that so that they can run a FM or VHF radio in there. So that's something we got going on there. Beautiful, fully lined cab, fully lined interior. What a gorgeous, gorgeous truck. Oh, and you can see here too, the door jambs are painted as well. So when we had the cab painted, we did it right. We painted all the door jambs, so it looks totally, totally perfect. All right, so that's it for this week's video. Thanks for watching. A big thank you to the guys at Tri-Mount Construction, all the way over in Sault Ste. Marie, for purchasing this brand new truck from me. Look forward to getting this truck out over to you guys. So if you haven't had a chance to subscribe to my channel, I'd love for you to do that. You can click off the subscribe button down below here. You can also check off that bell so you're notified about future videos. If you also want to give this video a thumbs up, if you're into that kind of thing, just smash that button, that like button. Give it a thumbs up. I'd sure appreciate that. If you want to check out what we have in stock, or if you want to customize a factory order, or if you just want to get a hold of me, you can click up here. It takes you to the kenworthguy.com. And that's it for now. So thanks a lot for watching. And as always, have yourself the world's best day.